Because I wheezed 24/7 for the first 10 years of my life, I didn't do sports at all. In the cold weather, my asthma is horrible, but in the warm weather, it still would have issues because of the pollen. I had trouble with the gym class. I did participate as best I could, but I really did have a lot of trouble when it came to running, especially outside. Sports was just out, and I did the arts. I danced, I sang, and I acted. I always say that I was always a doctor because I had been on so many meds all my life. I kind of knew what worked and what didn't. I had many people tell me I would never make it to be a doctor, so I must have been very driven. I knew that I was capable. I just had a few barriers in my way, but I was like, I will get past them. I think probably the first thing was learning how to properly use my inhalers. My mom, as a respiratory therapist, was a stickler, and of course I'm like, she's my mom, she doesn't know what she's talking about, but when I used it correctly, I felt so much better. So by the time I got to college, I had amassed quite a bit of equipment. I had a breathing machine, I had an oxygen tank. Asthma was that was what Renee had. Meds were getting better and better and better as I got older. My sister ran a half marathon at a theme park in Florida in 2009, and I said, I'm gonna go. And she's like, you have to train. I said, I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna just think I can run a half marathon when I don't run at all. I did couch to 5K program. 2 5Ks I did, 2 10Ks in Chicago and Detroit. I had a doctor's appointment with my allergist. We did my usual pulmonary function test. He was like, your results are really, really different than they've ever been. And I go, well, I'm training for this half marathon thing. And he's like, your lung capacity, it's just really improved. So I emailed my mom my results, and she immediately called. I swore I hadn't even hit send. Renee, you can't send other people's results over the email, that's HIPAA. I go, Mom, those are my results. I only got 8.4 miles, but I couldn't believe it. And I did not use my inhaler, not once. I had it, but didn't use it. My story could be very helpful to some of these parents because the world isn't a bubble. And if you teach your child how to take care of themselves, they'll be able to leave the nest and take care of themselves. So I was told for years, I need to write a book, I need to write a book. I decided to write Mommy, I Can't Breathe because I wanted to help parents to realize that their kids can live really amazing, normal lives, even though they have asthma and/or allergies. Exercise is what changed me from having to take daily medication to not having to take daily medication. Yes, I carry my rescue inhaler at all times, but just the simple 10,000 steps that they tell you to get every day, just walking every day has helped me tremendously. The other thing is I know my triggers. I know exactly what is going to cause me to have an asthma attack. And if you can avoid those triggers, you can go years, and I'm talking decades, without having an asthma attack. If you can, try to do some sort of exercise because it will change your life.